Shalom Yashala. I'm gonna start this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us will well and will well to the Akwakodash, and salutation to you, Akim, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom, shalom. To this lesson, it's about Babylon economy is at a tipping point, and there shall be no work for Egypt, aka America, aka Sodom and Egypt. Okay, and I got a video and I got an article to show you, man. Okay, that Babylon is on the verge of collapsing and prophecy is coming to pass. Okay, and let's bring the article first. Article is from Drew Hurst, a the Demet Press, right? Drew Hurst economy at tipping point. Okay, LT Governor David Dewhurst speak to guests about issue in Texas and Washington Tuesday afternoon in Washington Tuesday afternoon during an economy forum at the Blaine College Student Center conference, right? America finds itself at a tipping point where it can either go off the cliff or rebound stronger. Governor David, a lieutenant government, a governor David Dewhurst told a group of business leaders at an economic forum Tuesday. See, they have those consuls out here and bringing their finding. They find about the U.S. economy. Okay, America debt is at a 100% of our gross domestic product, and if you add and then founded mandates of Social Security and Medicare, then we are at 300% GDP. Do I say this is worse than Greece and Italy? Okay, and America is you see, let's say Greece and Italy. They talk about Greco and the Roman Empire. Okay, and modern times, but Babylon, aka America, is a Greco-Roman Empire until these times, and those both economy, and that's the spirit right here, right? Rome is falling. Two major factors contributing to the recession is a lack of leadership in Washington D.C. and confidence. Doher said, "I've talked to several chief executive officers who said they were sitting on more cash than they ever have, and there's no confidence that this White House or Congress will not change the rules midstreams." Drew said, "The only thing separating us from a dramatic increase in our economy is leadership and confidence." Okay? Business leaders don't want government risk and will move to more business friendly countries if the climate here is too hostile, Drew said. Okay? As you can see, Babylon is an economy, okay, hostile economy, okay, because there's no stable economy out here. There's no stability in Babylon because that's the way Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, okay, want it to be. And now all those lieutenant governors, state senators, okay, now are worrying right now. The noble of Babylon, their hand was feeble. There's nothing they can do about it, okay? Because the leadership in Washington is non-existent right here, okay? Because Babylon, at the end of the day, the leadership that they have is weak. The men of Babylon are weak right now, okay? And let's bring that video too. This is from GMS Austin Man. The next step, no work and mystery Babylon. And let's play that video.
What I just heard on national television is absolutely terrifying because it perfectly explains what is going on with AI and its correlation to the collapsing job market. There was a CEO who said that, for starters, these businesses totally understand AI is not where it needs to be. But they don't care. They don't care. They are absolutely enamored by what it could be someday. even though they have no idea when that day will come, they're focused.
As you can see, Esau don't care right now because Esau knows he got nothing but a short time. Okay, it's got a short time to bring they had desire out here. Okay, they have a short time to fill their belly, and they don't care. That's why the Mosai gonna cause them to err. The Mosai put that fire under their feet. Okay, and they're tiptoeing right now, and they have to do it exactly according to the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. They got no more time.
Focused on getting there. What they're doing to accelerate that process has everything to do with what we're seeing in the job market. See, a lot of these CEOs have made it known that there is a coordinated effort across almost every job sector to not hire anybody. So whatever numbers they're telling you on TV about jobs being added, guaranteed, it's a lie. Because the MO right now is to not hire. No hiring whatsoever. While unemployment climbs, okay, they'll keep giving these platitudes of like, yeah, we got to figure something out or whatever, but they've already figured out what they want to do. Not hire, okay? Figure out where AI can actually step in and make up for the productivity that is lost by human beings. And then whatever works, and that's great. They'll keep using it. Whatever does not work, then they will figure out if they need to bring a job back. And when they bring that job back, that person will either be a 1099, right, an independent contractor, somebody that they don't have to give benefits to, or they will hire you as a W-2 and you'll just be brought back at pennies on the dollar compared to what you were being paid beforehand. Because by the time they decide that it will be okay to actually hire people again, they know a vast majority of people will be desperate for work. And they will just take whatever rate is being offered to them. It's why now you are seeing job listings being posted offering you, close to minimum wage, but still asking you if you have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. Management positions being offered, but they're part-time. And it is all intentional. We are quite literally living in a time where the leaders of business have said they don't want employees. They don't want them. For whatever reason, somewhere along the line, every last one of these people shifted their mindset from trying to focus on innovation, better products, building a better company. And they have simply shifted their mindset to AI. That's what we want. It is exhausting to have been born in this day and age. That's where I am emotionally right now. I feel exhausted by the fact that I was born in this time period. Really wish I could have came along a lot sooner, or maybe a lot later, when this part of the collapsing of society was fully dealt with.
You want to know what analysts are saying now? Now they're saying the same thing that I said, that I've been saying. Now the experts are chiming in. What they're chiming in and they're saying is, well, guess what? Let's look at this AI thing. Large companies can say that they're laying people off because of AI, and if they make an AI mistake, it doesn't matter because they're sitting on so much money. They're sitting on so much money that they can make an AI mistake.
As we were reading earlier in the article, they say they're sitting on a lot of money right here, and they act like they wanna hire people, but that's not true at all. Okay, this is fast. It's a thing they put forward. Okay, and say, oh yeah, we want to hire a lot of people. We're seeing a lot of money right here. We want Washington, the leadership in Washington, and now they're blaming they want a scapegoat, right? So they're blaming Washington for not hiring, right? They're blaming on leadership in Washington, right? But at the end of the day, it's Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai creating that I call this thing, creating that divide and Babylon making the Egyptians against the Egyptians right now, right?
And recover. They just call those people back that they got rid of that, lost their jobs because of AI. That's not really what's happening. What those people are also saying is that companies are getting rid of people under the guise of AI and efficiency to get rid of people at one salary range to open those jobs back up at a lower salary range. It's a reset. It's a reset. And you know what they're expecting from this reset? profit.
For example, right now, where are they all racing? They're racing towards replacing jobs that people do because there's like quadrillions of dollars to be made by doing that. Is that what people want? Is that going to make people have a better life? We don't know really, but what we know is that it's very profitable. So we should be stepping back and thinking about all the risks and then trying to steer the developments in a good direction. Unfortunately, the forces of market and the forces of competition between countries don't do that. This humanoid robot works a 10-hour shift 7 days a week. It's the first humanoid robot to work an actual job. It works inside the BMW factory building the new X3 car. And it's amazing. It's been working here for the last 6 months. And they've been testing it to see if they can expand it out to further factories and have this work full-time on an ongoing basis. And it looks like that's the plan. Now, other car manufacturers have showed a lot of interest. They're not saying which ones, but they're showing that this robot's quite good at learning. So as it learns something new, it doesn't auto-update, and every single one learns that one thing. And that's not just within this factory, that's worldwide. You could have one of these robots on one side of the world and another on the other side of the world, and if one of them learns something, the other one will instantly learn that. That's progress that will never end. They always update, they always learn, and they don't lose any of what they've learned. This is amazing, and people should be so worried about it, and it's not coming in 10 years or 15 years, it's right now. Robot.
See, I'm gonna stop it right here. As you can see, AI, Robert, right? Just are taking people's jobs out here, okay? And now, and those jobs are not coming back, and those AI Robert, right? And are getting better at their jobs, okay? And that's why there should be no work for Egypt right here, okay? And let's bring a couple scriptures, man, okay? And because the economy is about to crash at the end of the day. Zephaniah chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, said Yahweh power, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hill. Okay? There's a great noise right now. What's going on right now, okay? Of a cry at the fish gate that the market gonna crash, the America Babylon economy is at the tipping point. It's a cry right now, okay? And when the crashing come, you're gonna be worse than a depression. See, it's a recession right now, but when this thing crash, it's gonna be worse than the Great Depression. It's gonna be like Greece and Rome at the same time, like the economy in Greece and ancient Greece and Rome at the same I'm talking about ancient Greek and ancient Rome. Okay, when the economy crash, okay, it was the end of Greek and Rome, right? At the same time, and now when those things happen, nothing but wars is coming. Okay. Hold, ye inhabitants of Maktesh, for all the merchants people are cut down, and all they that bear silver are cut off. At the end of the day, the economy gonna be so bad. Those that those of the that is supposed to the market, those that are selling, okay, it's gonna be ward off. It's gonna be now they're gonna be worse off, and they're not gonna be able to do business like they used to, okay. And silver is money at the end of the day, okay. Those that make money, your silver and your gold, we're gonna mean nothing right now, okay. Because everything that's gonna happen coming up is gonna be based digitally, right? And based and your action, based on the way you behave in this world that we live in. So, hey, those merchants, those people that are selling, okay, they're not gonna have enough people to work, enough money to buy for people to buy, and they're gonna be cut off out here. It's gonna be like a slow death to those merchants, man. That's why you see a lot of store closing in Babylon and throughout the four corners of the earth. Okay? Exactly what it is. And the Most High is making it happen. Isaiah 19, verse 14. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 14. Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err and every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. As you can see, the Mosai Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai, that perverse spirit that the Mosai put in the midst of Babylon, in the midst of Egypt, right? aka America, is like it's making those Egyptians fight against each other, man. Okay? And put that spirit they put in the midst of them. It's like they cannot agree, even though they have those council together, they cannot agree how things supposed to be running. Okay? And that's the great divide that Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushua put in the midst of them, right? Verse 15. Neither there shall be any work for Egypt. That's the time is coming. There's gonna be no work for Egypt. Not only AI is taking over, those corporations, they're sitting a lot of money. They're not spending those money, because they sell things certain perk according to the Babylon government, aka America government, but they're not getting it, okay? Because what they want is the great reset, a new world order, but there's conflict interest in this thing. There's different elite that fighting among each other how they want to see it. Okay, they're sending government to four corners of the earth that fighting among each other to see who's gonna rule that new world order that's coming up, right? Who's gonna get what? Who's not gonna get what out here? And no one wanna be left out. And by having that mindset, nothing is getting done. And the next thing that happened is to crash. And then now they have to make their move. Okay, and then with that mindset, they know. You see Esau, Edom, they know they have a short time and they have to make move out here. And that's why war is coming. Okay. Verse 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto woman, it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh power of hosts, which is shake over it. And they must have shaking the hand over Egypt. And Egypt, it doesn't know what tomorrow will bring out here. Because America, they're thinking it's in a way it's based in the way to know basis, right? They have to know things out here. They have to get things done. They have to prepare 10 to 20 years beforehand. And everything they put forward is not working. Because Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai is making them wary of things to come. Okay? Everything they put forward is dissolved, and nothing is making sense, and not only to the elite, down to the Joe Sixpack. Nothing is working out here, and they want to find solution, but there's no solution coming. Okay, let's go to Isaiah 24. Verse 7, Isaiah 24, verse 7. The new wine mourn, the vine language, and all the merry heart do sight. You see, now all those few years ago, that's still thinking they have a job, and they're doing good out here. Even those that making millions, those things, nothing is guaranteed for them no more. Okay? Now the merry heart are sighting right now. Why? Because this economy, the way of life in Babylon is no longer guaranteed. The mirth of tabrets cease, the noise of them that rejoice ended, the joys of the harp cease. Okay, there's no go lucky happy out here. Okay, because when uncertainty come, there's no happiness. Okay. When you're guaranteed go out of the window, and you can no longer guarantee job because the economy is shaky. All those smooth words mean nothing no more, man. Verse 9. They shall not drink wine with the song, strong drink should be bitter to them that drink it. Okay? Now, everything they're gonna be doing, they're gonna do it with precautions. Okay? They're gonna double things, they're gonna overthink things now. Okay? And with that, come bitterness. Yeah, I'm sitting with a lot of money right now, but this government, I don't trust it. There's trust issue right now. And that's why they're bitter. Okay? Those philosophy, those concepts that they have is no longer working. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. Okay? Babylon is a city of confusion out here because Babylon means confusion, right? It's broken down. Little by little, spiritually it's broken down. Financially it's broken down. Okay? And health-wise it's broken down. Physically it's broken down. The health of the people of Babylon is broken down, man. Okay? And every side Babylon is broken down, man. Road, hospitals, stores, all those things are broken down. Infrastructures is broken down. Okay? There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. There's no upright thinking in this world, in this land of Babylon no more. Egypt is finished. Okay? And the crime they have is to come with a solution to things. But hey, those things are gone, man. Okay? And that's like you say Ecclesiastes, right? Ecclesiastes 12, verse 3. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. See, the grinders as this work, and they're gonna be few out here because AI is taking over. And the money that those corporations is sitting on, they don't want to spend those money. So they're gonna be few works out here. And then when they bring some of the jobs back, those jobs, it's not gonna be guaranteed. They're gonna be part-time. They're gonna give you like they're not gonna promise you insurance. And those jobs that's would come with I call those things a union. They're gonna be out the windows. No one gonna be able to fight for those jobs for you if you got fired. Okay? And the grader cease because they are few, and those that look out the window it be darkened. And those that be looking for jobs, there's no prospect for jobs. Okay? And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall bow low. As you can see, this thing is over for low job prospects, people looking out the windows, man, to see to hear noise. Hey, is there a job? They be on the internet, okay? They're walking by to see if anyone is hiring, and they say nope. And you wake up in the morning, and you got nothing to do. Your wife is speaking reckless in your ears. Your kids are crying for food. Hey, that's the music being brought low out here. That's like the same song out here. When everybody is singing joy, eating turkey. When people sitting at table singing beautiful songs, pray, thanking the Lord for a nice meal they gave them. It's gonna be no longer the same no more. There's gonna be a different song being sung, and this song doesn't sound good. Okay, and that's the Most High bringing this place to his knees, man. Jeremiah chapter 50. Verse 24. Let's go to verse 24. Hey, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 24. I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken of Babylon, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou art striving against Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. It's the Lord that put a snare for Babylon. And with that snare, okay, because Babylon strive against the Most High, and Babylon caught in the snare, they don't see where it come. They don't see where it came from. They just think they have to make better decision. They have to have more counsel. They have to come with better insight, with better mindset. But the Mosai set that snare for them, that trap for them, and there's no way out of that trap because it's the will of the Mosai. Let's go to that side, 51 verse 25, right? Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 25. Behold, I'm against thee, because the Lord Most High is against Babylon, man, who destroy mountains, said Yahweh power, who destroy all the earth, because Babylon, aka America, have destroyed all this earth. They poison the water, they poison the air, they poison the food, okay? They put in chemical in the air, man. Everything people need to survive, they're destroying it, man, okay? They're digging for all kind of minerals on this earth, man. They're destroying the animals. They're making sick the men and women and children. Okay? And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will deal down from the works, and will make thee a burn mountains. Okay? Let's go to 53. Okay? Though Babylon shall mount up to heaven, and she should fortify the height of her strength, yet from me shall spoilers come unto her, said Jehovah power. A sound of cry coming from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because Yahweh power have spoiled Babylon, and destroyed out of her the great voice from her wave, do woe like great waters, in noise of their voice is uttered, because the spoiler is come upon her, even upon Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Every one of those bows is broken, for Yahweh power of recompense, so surely we cry. And I will make drunk her princes, and her wise men, her captains, and her rulers, and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a perpetual sleep, and not awake, said the king, whose name is Yahweh power of hosts, by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? The Mosiah is the one that put the king of Babylon to sleep. It's the one that make them fight among each other. It's the Mosiah is the one that break them down. It's the Mosiah that spoil them, man. And then when the Mosiah spoil them, they bring their economy down, bring their spiritual way of thinking down, bring the infrastructure down. Nothing but war is coming after. Nothing but destruction is coming after them, man. Okay? Because it's the will of Yahweh power by Hashem Yahushai. And with that, I hope you brothers and sisters edify. I'm gonna close this lesson by giving all praise, all glory, all honor, all blessing, all truth, all wisdom belong to our power, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Ukakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us well and will well, to the Akwakudash, and salutation to you, Akiam, that's in highways and byways doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom, shalom.